And now, from Russia's magical city of St. Petersburg, it's the 2006 Mrs. World competition.
It has always been my dream to come here.
Tonight, from the other side of the globe, and for the first time in television history, you'll see and hear things never before seen or heard in a major beauty competition.
I mean, I personally feel that Mrs. World should be an older woman because she has more of a wealth of experience.
We're all from different countries, but we'll all look alike, you know?
I like the buildings. I think they're really pretty. The little gold things on top.
Get ready for reality.
I can't find the bus, and I think the bus is sleeping.
Get ready for honesty.
I'm really disappointed and I'm really angry because they put me next to Costa Rica.
And infighting.
This is wrong. This is bad business.
My first roommate smokes heavily. Oh my God, I have to sleep in that room and I almost die because I don't smoke.
Jealousy and disappointment. Quarrels, quibbles, compliments, and complaints.
There is a problem somewhere that needs to be solved.
Yes.
You'll see and hear it all in a first-of-its-kind competition you will never forget.
Fiasco!
It's Mrs. World 2006. And now, your host, Alan Thicke.
Thank you. Spasiba. Thank you very much. Hello. Good evening and welcome to the original competition dedicated exclusively to those millions of remarkable, beautiful, multitasking married women around the world. Thanks to We Women's Entertainment, we're presenting a hybrid television show for you tonight. This is the first ever reality pageant. It combines all the things that you love about reality television, the conflict, the drama, a little behind-the-scenes infighting, and we're combining that with a pageant of exceptional beauty. This is a unique group. Let me tell you a little about these women. They have been married on the average for 6 years. On the average, they have 3.5 years of higher education. Let us meet the Mrs. World class of 2006. Our first award is voted on by the women themselves. Now, you're familiar with this one. This is for Mrs. Congeniality, also known as the woman most likely to have people from a foreign country come and stay in her guest house. As our ladies got to know each other, it was obvious from the get-go that some had already picked a front-runner.
I have a very warm spot in my heart for Mrs. Bolivia.
Kenya. She's really nice. She's so funny. She's that bubbly.
Each lady are special in their own way, but if I must choose one, I would say Miss Bolivia.
Mrs. Yugoslavia.
Mrs. Kenya.
Oh, thanks.
Mrs. Costa Rica.
Mrs. Bolivia.
She's just so beautiful, you know, inside and out.
When it came time to choose Mrs. Congeniality, the ladies happily vote for their favorite. The votes are in. The winner for Mrs. Congeniality is Mrs. Bolivia. This is 46-year-old Ruth Gina Alza. She's been married for 15 years to a doctor. She is an attorney and the mother of 4. Obviously the type who gets along with everybody. Now, do you and Mr. Bolivia have some keys to your marriage? What would you advise our audience as to the tenets of a successful marriage?
Love, work together, and always be together in the good and the bad. That's the success for me, good marriage. Thank you.
That's a beautiful sentiment. 15 years. And you've made friends with all of these young women. Congratulations. Nice to see you. Mrs. Bolivia. Another thing that makes Mrs. World different from all the others is no chaperones. They're all married. They're on the honor system. And our cameras followed them everywhere.
Welcome to Mrs. World.
It doesn't take long for these women to become fast friends, and everyone is excited to begin their Russian experience.
I'm really glad to be here. I've got so many new friends. I'm so crying. But it's so nice to be here for me. And a nice dinner, nice people in Russia, nice town.
I'm from Russia. I live in St. Petersburg. It is my love city.
I'm from the magic Madiba country, proudly South African. You all should know Nelson Mandela. That's my country.
I live in Costa Rica. Pure life, pura vida.
With their eyes on the prize, they rehearse, and in their spare time, they rehearse. And then they prepare their national costumes for the upcoming competition.
It's Mexico. We got a tall hat, and I must pose like this at all times, so it's gonna take space.
Wait, that's your costume?
Yeah. We have to squeeze her through that door. Squeeze to here. Okay?
Okay, where's she going?
The pigeon for peace. Because my country want to make peace.
These national costumes reflect a pride of country and the imagination and spirit of the women wearing them.
One of the most spectacular elements of the Mrs. World pageant is always the Parade of Nations. Each costume represents not only the country, but it tells you something about the woman representing that country. Some are wild, some are whimsical. They're all amazing to look at. Ladies and gentlemen, 2006 Mrs. World Parade of Nations.
Mrs. America.
I think it's amazing when you get a group of women together. We may not speak the same language, but we're definitely able to communicate.
Mrs. Australia.
Mrs. World is a global celebration of family values, beauty, grace, and a tribute to all married women all over the world.
Mrs. Bolivia.
I love to share with people. I love to share my life. I love to help them. Anything I can do to help people, I will do it.
This is Bulgaria.
I am psychologist. I work for children and teenagers with drug-addicted problems.
This is Canada.
The thing that I've found out about this is it just takes the person who can muster up the courage to say to my country that I'm proud to represent you.
This is China.
It's been really fun going places with all of the women, rehearsing and competing.
This is Costa Rica.
I have the crown in my country because every time I smile, I'm happy, and I like the peace.
This is Estonia.
I don't speak a lot. I prefer to hear, and I think I'm friendly.
This is Finland.
And my hobbies are aerobics, gym, and I also like ballroom dancing.
This is Germany.
I work as a marketing and sales assistant for a company who produces lithium-ion batteries for any application in the world.
This is Great Britain.
I think it's important to be yourself and enjoy the whole experience. You know, you're getting to meet all these different people from different countries, and I just think it's amazing.
This is Guyana.
I like to cook, and I'm a co-host for a local television show for my country, and I'm also a columnist for a beauty and fashion tips column.
This is India.
I like dancing, I love reading books, I'm really fond of medical fiction, and I have 2 dogs whom I'm really fond of, and I spend my time with them.
This is Israel.
on this competition, you have to be a strong personality and be somebody inside.
This is Kenya.
I mean, you could be tall and skinny and have all the features, but if you're not beautiful on the inside, it doesn't count.
This is Malaysia.
Inner beauty. That's the important thing, because inner beauty is lasting forever.
This is Mexico.
I love exercise, do exercise and dance.
This is New Zealand.
Being away from my family for this long has strengthened me, and I won't take for granted my life again.
This is Norway.
I got to know so many different girls here, and they have touched my heart.
This is Paraguay.
2 days ago, I have really homesick, and the Latin people give me a support, and it's great.
This is Peru.
For me, to learn about this city is great in my life.
This is Philippines.
I'm so blessed with God that God brought me here, I think with a purpose.
This is Poland.
To be Mrs. World, the most important thing is to always be kind and helpful.
This is Portugal.
I love the days that we went for sightseeing in the monuments.
This is Puerto Rico.
Right here I have to be covered everywhere. I have to put thermals, I have to put the pants, I have to put long sleeve shirts, jackets and another jacket and the gloves and everything. I look like a polar bear.
This is Russia.
I represent Russian. My name is Sofia Arzhakovskaya. I'm ballet dancer.
This is Singapore.
I feel that everybody is great, doing a great job, and I get to know a lot of women from other countries, and I learn a lot from them.
This is Slovenia.
I sit almost with everybody, and I talk with everybody, and we are all friends.
This is South Africa.
Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter where you come from, you have to work hard. If you want to be here, you must be here because you really want to win.
This is Spain.
My name is Rosa Palma and representing Spain.
This is Thailand.
I'm so grateful to my husband that he's a very busy man, and he came here for me.
This is Ukraine.
I'm very glad to be here. I'm 32 years old and I have a 2-year-old son. I work in education and I'm a teacher of the Russian language.
This is Venezuela.
To be a really good mother nowadays, it takes a lot of dedication.
This is Yugoslavia.
I think we are all winners because we got here. Just to get here takes lots of courage, and you represent your country.
And there they are, the candidates for Mrs. World 2006 in their national costume.
There you have it, 34 outfits you will never see at Walmart. I have some judges' results already. Let's see if you agree with the judges' choices for the most original costume. The judges have chosen as the most original costume, Mrs. Kenya. 36-year-old Carolyn Verkaik. She's been married for 10 years to a custom home broker. She's a homemaker and the mother of 4. What an outfit. Fabulous. I'll bet you had a wonderful wedding dress.
I did, yes.
Do you remember how your husband proposed to you?
When I was dating him, he always told me that he was a very good cook, and I used to go visit him and he would cook for me. And then one day he just told me, I'm really getting tired of cooking and I think I'll marry you so that you can cook for me.
Oh, how romantic. Another award goes to Best Costume, and that is to Mrs. Russia. This is 19-year-old Sofia Arzhakovskaya. She has been married just 1 year to a businessman. She's a classical ballet dancer, and I'm sure you are always fashionable. Thank you very much, Mrs. Russia, Mrs. Kenya. One of them could very well be Mrs. World 2006. It's not all sightseeing for these women once they arrive in St. Petersburg. They're very busy from the day they get off the plane with their preliminary competitions. We caught a lot of that on tape, and here's what it looks like.
The road to the Mrs. World crown is no glitzy ride down easy street. No, no. Beauty alone just doesn't cut it. Witness this. For 2.5 weeks, 34 beauty queens fought off the icy chill blown in from the coastline. Many of the women are from tropical homelands, so the Russian Northland was not just another country, it was another world.
Very cold. I never seen this in my country.
Is it cold? Too cold, do you think, for you, or try not to?
Too cold. Coffee.
Still, the ladies ran through a lengthy non-stop schedule of dance and show rehearsals.
It really looks horrible, and we look like a monkey jumping on the stage.
Miss Russia's missing. Miss Russia is only different. I'm not quite sure where she is, but she's missing. She's MIA a lot. What can we say?
They say you can't teach old dogs new tricks. We are all old.
Then they had to bundle up for a bitter cold ride through St. Petersburg. And yet, even working with this time crunch, they all knew that up ahead was the real test, the all-important preliminaries that go right to the heart of winning the Mrs. World crown.
She lost her costume. She can't find her costume.
Now we're a little bit stressed.
You got tissue, paper for a tear?
Yeah, the stress that we've been under, it's our choice. I'm not complaining, it was my choice.
It's like beauty pageant Survivor. We have false eyelashes and big hair, but I'm only eating rice for 2 weeks.
By design, the preliminary competition determines the top 10 contestants for Mrs. World, and the prelims are broken down into 3 stages.
5 minutes.
Go out there, take your time.
The first 2 are the most hectic backstage, but they are the most glamorous. First, there's the formal evening gown showcase. Then the swimsuit competition.
Yeah, let's go because we have to get started.
These 2 categories count for half of the total score, the other half still to come.
In a few moments, we'll be back and get down to business with our 10 semi-finalists. You'll find out who stays and who goes in just a moment.
Coming up, the judges choose the top 10.
Costa Rica is a lovely, lovely lady.
Plus, the contestants discover the reality of this year's competition.
It's good. It is good because you give something to your children.
And later, witness the reality to voting a fellow competitor off the competition.
And they're trying to turn us against each other. This is ridiculous. They want good TV. They want us to get catty.
When Mrs. World 2006 continues.
Feels so good.
Welcome back to Mrs. World 2006 from St. Petersburg, Russia.
While waiting to explore this beautiful city, these beautiful women create quite a stir in the hotel lobby.
All people want a photo.
Okay.
For me, it's a very special moment in this place.
Miss Costa Rica is pretty too. The beautiful one is Mexico. Yeah, I choose her.
I'm the king of the world!
On their first sightseeing trip, the ladies visit the amazing Cocina Palace.
Can't wait to go see inside.
I think this was someone's lover's castle, Captain the Great's lovers.
After a private tour of the palace, the ladies are treated to a private lunch. And in honor of Mrs. Norway's birthday, Mrs. Russia offers this gift of dance. But not everyone, especially Mrs. Guyana, approves. After several long days of sightseeing,
I can live here, I think.
never-ending photo ops, attending numerous lunches, parties, dinners. Although it's fun, these ladies soon grow tired of tramping from one monument to the next.
The girls are bored. I think they love what they see. It's absolutely fantastic, but they need to get to know one another.
Well, we need probably some vodka in our drinks to be like all bubbly and bubbly.
Yeah.
It's party time! Mrs. Russia gets things started with a tequila and champagne popper.
Russia does it, I gotta do it, right? Yeah!
You know, it's awesome.
Finally, these beauty queens get to blow off a little steam. These mamas are rocking the house. Some don't. After a late night, an early morning visit to this Russian revival-style church seems to lift the ladies' spirits.
This is absolutely breathtakingly beautiful.
We're in the Church of the Resurrection of Christ, and it took more than 20 years to put all of this together.
Everything is here. Everything in the Bible is here. The first time I arrived here in Russia, my wish is granted now. Because my mom has cancer.
So she's trying to say that her mom has cancer and she wanted to come to a church like this.
Just outside the church, our contestants shop for souvenirs.
How much is that? How many rubles? 400. 4?
Greatest traditional color, blue St. Petersburg.
Son las típicas de aquí.
They say matryoshka, we say babushka.
I wish I looked like her.
Honey, don't worry, I'm gonna get this just for you. Look. Beautiful handcuffs. You're a tiger.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage the most beautiful married women of the world.
Wonderful job. The harsh reality of this moment is that the journey will end for most of the women on stage in just a few moments. 10 of them, however, will go on. Here's how the judging works. Earlier in the week, our judges panel began preliminary judging with personal interviews.
Please be seated and begin.
The stakes are the highest in the all-important interview category. It's a 4-minute face-to-face showdown with a panel of international judges. This counts for a whopping 50% of the total score. For many, it's the big make-or-break point. Now, for the first time in pageant history, our cameras were allowed inside to capture the actual interviews.
I'm married. I still help my family because I have younger brothers who are still studying. I work a lot for them, for my family too.
So what do you do in your free time?
I'm spokesperson for girls after school.
What is it that attracted you to become a contestant in the Mrs. World pageant?
Because that way I can help my country, the children of my country. I can ask help from people that would organize.
I have 8 children.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that.
And I homeschool. I'm a schooling mother.
Oh my goodness.
Definitely much easier to talk to the women.
I think the easiest way is to know something about me, or the most about me in one short sentence, is to know what my priorities in life are. And they are my faith, my family, and my volunteering.
Well, you got to have a game plan. You have to have your, try to list off in your head what's really important to me.
One of the things is finding the courage within myself to do something that's a little bit out of my comfort zone, or maybe that I didn't think I could quite do.
I have to watch because I talk too much.
We're here to narrow the field down a little bit, but this is one of the hardest events that actually I've had to personally judge in a while.
They're so full of pride about what they've done. It gives you a whole other perspective on their lives.
Interpreters are trying to do the best that they can to express what they're feeling, but it's not coming out exactly like that. So I'm trying to understand exactly what is meant.
When I met Sergei, I understood. He was the only man to be the father of my children.
We've gone through interview where we got to personally talk to with each of them. So you have one basic idea of who they are, what they're all about, and then of course evening gown and swimsuit. Another one may stand out. Another one may confirm your first impression.
It was easier than I thought.
I think I touched their heart because one of the judges almost cried.
There was no expression on their face. It was like...
I've had such a great time as Mrs. America. I think I want to become Mrs. World even more now because of that experience. So I think it's excitement because I've worked so hard for it, and it's anticipation, but it's also, I would say in my own heart, just really wanting to do the best that I can because I know how much I want to be Mrs. World.
50% of a contestant's score is based on those interviews, 25% on swimwear, 25% on formal wear. I have the decision of our judges, and we'll reveal the names of the semi-finalists in no particular order. Here we go. Our very first semi-finalist for the title of Mrs. World 2006 is Mrs. Guyana. And next is Mrs. Portugal. Our third semi-finalist, remember in no particular order, is Mrs. Philippines. Another semi-finalist, Mrs. Thailand. This spot goes to Mrs. Russia. 5 spots left. The next one goes to Mrs. Poland. Will this be lucky number 7? Again, in no particular order, but that spot goes to Mrs. America. The next possible Mrs. World, Mrs. Costa Rica. Two chances left. One of them goes to Mrs. Spain. The last open spot goes to Mrs. Ukraine. And there you have it, your 10 semi-finalists. We've told you that this year's Mrs. World contest would be wildly original. And to prove it, we have yet another new wrinkle. That's original right there, the word wrinkle and beauty queen in the same sentence. We had bonus competitions in the preliminaries where contestants could earn their way into the competition in these areas. Listen to this: cooking, bowling, dancing, and hockey. We have it on tape, and it looked like this.
Hockey was the first bonus competition. Real Russian jerseys worn by real Russian guys. They had a ripe feeling to them. At one local ice rink, the ladies took on some attitude and fired a series of slap shots at the net, or at least tried to. Best of 5 wins. Across town, more impact. The second competition, bowling for the crown. In every sense, this was a real nail-biter and more.
I broke my fingernail. I didn't knock anything down, and I had to lose that. Be careful of your nails.
You know, in some circles, there's no better turn-on like a beautiful woman with a blade. Tell him, Ricky.
Okay, Lucy, I'm home.
Oh.
But the blade action here was strictly for cooking, our third competition. From Thai chicken and pasta caliente to guacamole and mas tequila, por favor.
So, voila, margarita. Ole?
Sir.
Ole!
Time to eat. And just when you think it's time to turn in for the night, forget it. Let's get this party started again with the fourth and final bonus competition, dancing. From traditional and regal to self-expressive, and some of it served very hot. And this surprising Spanish number performed by, of all people, Mrs. China. But the night belonged to Mrs. Venezuela, whose routine required that everyone be on the dance floor, burning it up. That's dancing. Translation? The total points from the bonus competitions are added to the preliminary points, making 2 more married women eligible for the crown.
So we have our top 10, and in just a moment you'll meet those 2 additional women who bowled and cooked and taunted their way into the finals. Their 2 names coming up right after this.
Coming up, discover which 2 contestants will join the top 10 semifinalists.
Mexico. She was, I think she was the best.
All right, let the fun begin.
Plus, the bathing suit competition.
From that side from the audience. Okay, Mrs. Spain, I'm sorry we have to go.
And later, witness one of the most bizarre moments in beauty competition history.
This is wrong. This is bad business.
When Mrs. World 2006 from St. Petersburg, Russia continues. Welcome back to St. Petersburg, Russia, and the competition for Mrs. World 2006. Right here on We, Women's Entertainment.
All right, we promised you 2 names, 2 women who have earned their way into the top 10. And yes, that makes it a top 12. And here are the names. Please come down and join us, Mrs. China and Mrs. Finland. And there you have our 12 top 10 finalists, ladies and gentlemen.
Alan, our 12 top semifinalists are wearing Carol Weir patented swimsuits. The swimsuit that guarantees an inch or more off the waist and stomach just by slipping it on. The new Mrs. World will receive more than $3,000 in resort merchandise and cash from Carol Weir Swimwear. Our new Mrs. World will feel refreshed and vibrant from head to toe with a collection of Connie Stevens Forever Spring Cosmetics and special beauty system that includes skincare, bath and body line, and cleansers designed to take years off your skin's appearance. The Forever Spring prize package is valued at $6,500. Back to you, Alan.
Back in America, we have a famous author who once famously said that the only things you can count on in life are death, taxes, and a swimsuit competition and a beauty pageant. Well, we have that for you now. Exactly that. In their famous Carol Weir swimsuits, their originals, please welcome the Mrs. World 2006 pageant finalists in the swimsuit competition.
Mrs. Guyana. Mrs. Guyana is 31 years old and works as both a model and a columnist. A graduate of St. John's College in Guyana, she's been married for 2 years. She's a volunteer for a charity that feeds homeless children. And Mrs. Guyana's hobbies range from fabric painting to exotic Arabian dancing. Mrs. Portugal. Mrs. Portugal is 33 years old and works as a flight attendant. A graduate of Kia Tech Fashion Design Center, she's been married for 7 years and has 1 child. Mrs. Philippines. Mrs. Philippines is 27 years old and a flight attendant for Philippine Airlines, as well as a part-time trainer. She graduated from Manila's Central Escolar University and has been married for 3 years and is a mother of 1. Mrs. Thailand. Mrs. Thailand is 32 years old and is a managing director of a health company and the host of a television show. Mrs. Russia. Mrs. Russia is 19 years old and a professional ballet dancer. She attended Moscow's Management University and has been married for a year. Mrs. Russia's interests are from billiards to horses, poetry, fishing, and mountaineering. Mrs. Poland. Mrs. Poland is 31 years old and the owner of a modeling agency. She's been married for 3 years and is the mother of 1. Her hobbies include modeling and dancing. Mrs. America. Mrs. America is 32 years old and a pharmaceutical sales manager, a graduate of both Virginia Tech and Pepperdine University. She's been married for 8 years and is the mother of 2. Mrs. Costa Rica. Mrs. Costa Rica is 31 years old and works in business administration and as a professional model. She's a graduate of U.A.A. in Costa Rica's capital of San Jose and has been married for 3 years. Mrs. Spain. Mrs. Spain is 25 years old and is a professional actress in Madrid. She's studying to receive her UCB arts license, has been married for 3 years, and is the mother of 1. Mrs. Ukraine. Mrs. Ukraine is 32 years old and is the assistant director of a manufacturing company. She graduated from Ukraine's Pedagogical University. She's been married for 7 years and is the mother of 1. Mrs. China. Mrs. China is 18 years old and is a professional model. She will graduate next year from the Tianjin University and is a newlywed. She was married in January of this year. Mrs. Finland. Mrs. Finland is 28 years old and she is a kindergarten teacher. And she's a volunteer for the Women in Need organization. Mrs. Finland's interests range from aerobics to ballroom dancing. She's been married for 7 years.
I have here the results of the swimsuit competition. Those numbers are now factored into the overall, and we know the scores for the bottom 3, and I will ask those ladies to join me now. Would you please come down here? Mrs. Thailand. Mrs. Portugal. And Mrs. Guyana. The news for 2 of these ladies will not be good. Only one of them will go on for the opportunity of Mrs. World 2006. We'll find out right after these words.
Coming up, the contestants are given the power to vote one of the semi-finalists out of the competition.
And they're trying to turn us against each other. It's ridiculous. They want good TV. They want us to get catty.
No vote for me, but I don't want to steal somebody else's dream.
Will they do it? Or will their pact of no vote hold together?
2 people have voted, so somebody has broken your bond. I'm just letting you guys know that.
And for one of the ladies, the dream of becoming Mrs. World will continue. 2 will be eliminated next when Mrs. World 2006 returns. Welcome back to the Mrs. World 2006 competition, St. Petersburg, Russia.
Thank you. Welcome back. I have here the information you 3 are anxious to hear about. 2 of you will be leaving. Only 1 will be staying. Our top 12 becomes our top 10. As we say, Ms. Portugal, Ms. Guyana, I'm sorry. Ms. Thailand stays with us.
Таким образом, мисс Таиланд
Stays in our top 10. Thank you, ladies. Mrs. Thailand. And a hand for those lovely young ladies. Mrs. Portugal, Mrs. Guyana. Mrs. Thailand, you obviously have a top 10 quality about you. How about Mr. Thailand? Now, is he obviously proud of the way you look, but how does he feel when other men admire you, when other men look at you?
He's proud of me because I achieved my career very well, and I'm sorry, I'm nervous. And he always say that I have a kind heart. And that's the most important character a woman should have: kind heart, giving, sharing, and always helping others. Most importantly, always educate yourself.
Thank you, Mrs. Thailand. There have been so many important historic events, world-shattering events, taking place right here in St. Petersburg over the centuries. And tonight, another milestone. For the very first time ever, women have the right to vote in their own competition, in their own beauty contest. What has happened is our contestants are backstage now, and they're filling out a secret ballot that will actually vote one of their own out of the race.
Earlier in the week, the contestants were told that they would have a voice in the outcome of the competition. It would start with the contestants voting one of the semi-finalists out.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair. They're trying to turn us against each other. It's ridiculous. They want good TV, they want us to get catty.
I mean, this thing is so unfair for the top 12. I mean, like, we shouldn't have gone through the prelims or the pre-judging. It's really wasting our time.
When they learned they would be asked to vote one of the top 12 semi-finalists out, they made a pact.
Our cause is going to say, that's sorry.
No, okay.
So, what about yours?
Yes,
I am going to vote somebody else. If I see them there and I don't think they need to be there, I'm voting them out.
The ballots are prepared.
Has everybody turned in their ballot cards? Yeah. Okay.
To whom?
No vote for me.
Why?
Because I don't want to steal somebody else's dream. I believe in that. Everyone has come here with a dream, and I want to respect that dream.
Well, I believe all of them are winners, and I don't want any of them to, I mean, I wouldn't want to pick and pinpoint at anyone and get them down because they all deserve to be up there. So, no vote.
It's bad to vote people out.
You do like that.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
The votes have been counted.
They're gonna vote someone out, so we should put that person in again.
2 people have voted, so somebody has broken your bond. I'm just letting you guys know that.
Somebody did vote.
Votes have been cast and counted. One contestant will now be eliminated.
You know, the host at a pageant will always come out and tell you what a difficult job the judges have. And I won't lie to you, a difficult job involves a shovel. You know, Rush Limbaugh's PR man has a difficult job. But these judges, nevertheless, do have a chance to change somebody's life for at least a year. May I introduce you to this fine group from St. Petersburg, Russia, the 500-meter skating champion of the 2006 Winter Olympics, Svetlana a model, actress, fitness instructor, mother of 4, and the first ever American woman to parlay her state crown as Mrs. Mississippi and go on to capture the titles Mrs. America and Mrs. World 1988, a real winner, Pamela Nail. Next, a man with a mission, teaching people about their American national anthem at home and the importance of music education in schools all over the world. From the National Association for Music Education, Mr. Earl Hurry. This lady has done it all. She's a former teen idol, I believe she still is, turned million-selling recording star. She's now a television star for a couple of years. She's a movie star. She's the mother of movie stars. She is also the head of her own international cosmetics empire. Through it all, a model of beauty, Miss Connie Stevens. And finally, this gentleman promotes America's largest competitions for new entertainment talent coast to coast. He produces a new Russian-language cooking show. He publishes the famous industry-leading pageantry magazine, our friend Mr. Carl Dunn. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, our judges for Mrs. World 2006. Well, as we warned you, these ladies have voted off one of their own. 2 ladies will be invited to join me right now. They are Mrs. Thailand and Mrs. Ukraine. Mrs. Ukraine, I'll put you right here in the middle, if I may. Now, one of you could still be Mrs. World, and one of you will not. maybe I'll invite the audience to place their bets among yourselves and decide for yourselves which of these ladies you think might have been voted off. And we'll do what television so often does to you. We'll take a commercial while you all sweat it up. We'll be right back.
Coming up, which semi-finalists have been voted out of the competition?
One of you could still be Mrs. World, and one of you will not.
Plus, the evening gown competition. And stick around for the controversy.
This is wrong. The lady took the crown from her.
It's a crowning moment that will never be forgotten when Mrs. World 2006 returns. Welcome back to the Mrs. World 2006 competition from St. Petersburg, Russia. And now, your host, Alan Thicke.
Well, I warned that this segment could be cruel and unusual punishment, and the results are in, and for one of these ladies, it is. I'm sorry to say this, but Mrs. Thailand, your friend Mrs. Ukraine, will be going home. Thank you for being such a wonderful Mrs. World candidate. Mrs. Thailand is still with us. But a very sympathetic response you got from the audience over having to make a choice like this, and you're emotional about it now.
I don't like it. I don't like voting anybody's out.
Mrs. Ukraine's elimination is still incomprehensible to some.
You know what? This is not right.
I heard that poor girl. Poor girl.
Mrs. Ukraine handles the blow elegantly and with style.
For me, it's difficult to choose one of us.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
because we're human, we are married, we're all mother, and it's like to
Yeah.
choose one of your children. I'm happy, truly speaking, I'm happy because to stay on stage more 20 minutes and wait who is stay here at last, it's too difficult.
Oddly, like Mrs. Ukraine, some of the contestants seemed to be relieved when they were eliminated.
It's a time for me to go back to my family.
I'm happy being where it was because last time Guyana got anywhere in the semi-finals in any pageant like this was in the 1970s.
Now after 2 weeks, I have my first chocolate.
You know that one of the most glamorous elements in any pageant is formal wear judging. And here the points from swimwear are combined with the scores in formal wear. But never before has the competition been quite so immediate, because when our women have finished their walk, one of them just can keep walking because she'll be finished. It's that immediate. She'll be out of the race. The formal wear competition for Mrs. World 2006 is about to begin.
This is Philippines. This is Thailand. This is Russia. This is Poland. This is America. Mrs. Costa Rica. Mrs. Spain. Mrs. Finland. Mrs. China. And there they are, our 9 lovely ladies in evening wear, each vying for the coveted title of Mrs. World 2006.
Once again, I invite 2 women to join me on stage. One of them will be eliminated. Come down with me, please, Mrs. Costa Rica and Mrs. Philippines. The votes are in, ladies, and one of you is out. The one who will leave us next and will miss you is Mrs. Philippines.
Congratulations on making it this far, Mrs. Philippines. And good luck to you, Mrs. Costa Rica. You know, there's no greater excitement than to be lucky enough to be chosen to represent the married women of an entire country, your own country. And over the years, we've seen that it can happen to anyone. If you would like to become part of the excitement, or you know someone who would, just go to www.mrsworld.com or write to us at Mrs. World, 2412 Wilshire Boulevard, Santa Monica, California, 90403 USA. The competition gets more exciting every year, and maybe next year will be your year. You'll never know if you don't try. Now back to your host, Alan Thicke.
Well, it's fast and furious now as they leave the stage. I'll invite 3 women to join me, 3 semi-finalists, and they are Mrs. Spain, Mrs. America, and Mrs. Thailand. What could we possibly have in store? Is it all good news? It hardly ever is. The news this time for these 3 ladies is Mrs. Thailand, Mrs. America, Mrs. Spain, all 3 of you are eliminated at this point. With our very best wishes and our thanks for your wonderful participation, let us hear it for these 3 ladies. Thank you so much, ladies.
They're gone. They're out. Out.
You know what? Everything happens for a reason.
Do you want to go and watch all the moms with us?
It'd be great. Thank you.
Well, well, St. Petersburg, of course, famous for its history. And we have yet another historical event, this just in. We're going to give the women a chance now to vote one of their own back on the show. What's going to happen now is the women are going to vote. They're going to overrule the other voters. Remember that big election in Florida? That's what's going to happen. This is a second chance now.
When first informed that they had to vote someone out of the pageant, the ladies were also told they would have an opportunity to vote someone back in.
Whoever's not in the top 5, so 29 of you vote somebody back in the show.
It's good. Email's good because you give something.
We can even vote ourselves back in case we have to.
So who will it be? Who's developed the most successful campaign strategy?
The people have all decided they're voting me in.
So take that on
Because she's going to pay us. We're not going to do it. She said she'll give us money if we vote for it.
She's paying me an M&M.
Once again, our contestants are invited to vote.
Anybody that you think should be there.
Me, your friend. Bulgaria. You know, me and you have always been good friends.
Good.
I know.
Okay. You voted in?
Yeah.
Very good.
You're going to find out in just a moment who the women voted to rejoin us to possibly be Mrs. World 2006.
Coming up, which contestants will be voted back into this year's competition?
Good.
I know. Okay.
And what makes the contestants react like this?
There's a big difference between Miss and Mrs.
Yes.
We've had children. Those people did not have children.
Yes. Yes.
We cannot compete with them.
Yes.
I cannot.
Yes. Yes.
I cannot. Silicon.
Oh, yeah.
Emotions run out of control in Russia when Mrs. World 2006 returns. Welcome back to Mrs. World 2006 from St. Petersburg, Russia. The contestants have cast their ballots. And now the results from your host, Alan Fick.
All right, we promised you that one of the women would have a second chance based on the votes of her peers. And here it is. The lady coming back to join us, who still may be Mrs. World 2006, is Mrs. Kenya.
But that's cool. Yeah. That's great. Yeah. She's awesome. You know what? It'd be awesome if she wins it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Perfect. That would be awesome.
I love her, but it's not fair.
Let me tell you a little bit about what's at stake. I'm sure you knew some of this. But the new Mrs. World will win a crown fit for a queen, a custom jeweled headpiece, hers to keep forever. But there's a whole lot more in the way of a royal treasury. Watch this closely.
Many of the Mrs. World contestants were draped in colorful gemstones and diamond designs from the foremost jeweler in the world today, Eddie Levian. Levian will present the new Mrs. World with a spectacular collection of shimmering diamond necklaces, sparkling earrings, and colorful bracelets. She will also receive elegant his and her diamond Swiss-made watches for a combined jewelry prize package valued at $10,000. Mrs. World will also receive a selection of stunning and elegant evening gowns presented by Ramona of New York, valued at $5,000. She'll also receive beautifully designed crystal handbags from Sam of Avenue H for that special evening on the town, valued at $5,000. Also, the winner receives a specially designed Mrs. World 14-karat gold medallion, and for her husband, a 14-karat gold money clip, together valued at $5,000. The new Mrs. World will stand out in the crowd wearing a gorgeous dusty rose-colored shearling 3/4 length coat with ruffled front, as featured in Vogue magazine. It's from Edwards Lowell Furs of Beverly Hills, valued at $5,000. The newly crowned Mrs. World will receive an all-expense-paid trip to Tucson, Arizona, where she'll appear on this year's 30th anniversary Mrs. America Network TV special. And Mrs. World will also fly to an exotic location somewhere in the world to appear on next year's internationally televised Mrs. World special.
From all the competitions now all over the world, it all comes down to these 6 finalists and 1 question each. The questions come from the Mrs. World contestants themselves, and we'll make sure that no one gets their own question. Backstage, these ladies drew to determine the order. Here's the order. Here we go. First question is to Mrs. Russia. Mrs. Russia, they say dreams come true. Which of your dreams have come true?
Может быть, она сбудется сегодня?
Дело в том, что моя мечта сбылась, когда я встретила своего мужа. Замужем.
Her dream came true when she met her husband.
Oh, good answer for a Mrs. World. Hello, Mrs. Poland. Mrs. Poland, your question is, would you please define beauty?
Moim zdaniem definicją, a tak w ogóle good evening, dobry wieczór. Dla mnie definicja piękna nie jest piękno zewnętrzne, tylko wewnętrzne. To, co można zobaczyć u wszystkich ludzi w oczach.
Did it have something to do? I was playing charades with her.
It was that the beauty is in the eyes.
The eye of the beholder.
Of
Yes. All right.
Not outside.
Excellent. Well done. And the audience completely understood it. I was impressed. This is for Mrs. Costa Rica. If you could rule the world, what would be your first law?
Mi primera ley definitivamente sería el amor universal que debemos tener todos, porque si tenemos amor con uno mismo, uno puede entregar el amor y dar un amor total alrededor del mundo. El amor.
She said the law is, the first law she will give will be the love to the neighbor, to everybody. That way we can live a happy world and happy life and happy marriage and happy, everybody happy. Thank you.
See, this communication thing really can all work out. We should put the Republicans and Democrats in crowns and sashes, you think? Hello, Mrs. China. Your question is, which country of all of the countries
我们这里每个国家
made the biggest impression on you?
对你有最深刻的印象？
And we'll listen to you. Okay.
因为我不会说英语，所以我对马来西亚和新加坡的印象最深。在这个比赛当中，我一直麻烦他们，然后帮我去做一些事情，所以说我很感谢他们，我对他们印象最深。
She says that she can't speak English, so most of the time she has to depend on me or Malaysia. So she's very grateful to us, have been helping her all the way for this trip.
You ever think how a really cruel interpreter could completely sabotage somebody's chances? Very well done. Thank you, Mrs. Singapore and Mrs. China. Now, Mrs. Kenya. Obviously very popular with your peers. They voted you back in, and here's their question for you. What has been your favorite achievement?
First of all, I might just say how excited I am to be back here. I feel like I had the death sentence and now I was pardoned, so I'm so excited. My greatest achievement has been, I'm a spokeswoman for the women of my country, and my greatest achievement is that I've been able to save 12 girls from being married off to 45-year-old men when they're just 9 years old, and I've also helped them to avoid going through circumcision, which is very common in my country. And I feel that I'm a voice for those girls, to you people out there in the world, to help me stop this. bring an end to this circumcision of girls and our remarriages to the girls of my country, and I'm sure other countries as well.
Well said, very well said. Mrs. Finland. If there were one thing that you could change about yourself, what would that be?
After this trip to Russia, I have to say that I have sometimes taken some things for granted. But from now on, I try not to do that anymore. I try to cherish my family more than ever before. That's something I'm going to change.
Thank you, Mrs. Finland. You will see how important these questions are when the judges' final tabulations come in just a few moments. Stay with us.
The rules for Mrs. World competition are simple. You must be 18 years of age or older. You must be a married woman. You must be a citizen of the country you represent. That's all there is to it. Coming up, the judges have cast their votes. It's time to crown a new Mrs. World. But something goes amazingly wrong.
Whatever! What have you done?
Witness the memorable ending of this year's competition. A twist so shocking, it couldn't have been planned.
Fiasco!
That's next, when Mrs. World 2006 from Russia continues. Welcome back to Mrs. World 2006 from St. Petersburg, Russia. Sometimes you don't just want to be watching the pageant, you want to be part of it. And if you have any thought at all about the Mrs. America pageant, or you think a friend should be here, don't just sit there. Go online for all the information at www.mrsamerica.com. Or write to us at Mrs. America, 2412 Wilshire Boulevard, Santa Monica, California, zip 90403 USA. This summer, the reigning Mrs. America will be crowning a brand new Mrs. America at the spectacular Lowe's Ventana Canyon Resort in Tucson, Arizona. Someone's going to win. Maybe it's your turn. And now, let's return to St. Petersburg, Russia. It's time for the crowning moment as the judges choose a brand new Mrs. World.
We have a winner. Now, you know that the judges' votes always end up in the hands of an accounting firm before we see them. And here in Russia, it's Olga Danko from the Verdict Audit Company of St. Petersburg. Right now, time to hear those time-honored words. You've got mail. May I have the envelope, please? I think we should first of all congratulate all 34 of our wonderful representatives, countries all over the world. Their countrymen can all be very proud of these fine women. And here are your results. The fifth runner-up, Mrs. Poland. The fourth runner-up, Mrs. China. And here is your third runner-up, Mrs. Kenya. Your second runner-up for Mrs. World 2006 is Mrs. Finland. There are two women still eligible to be Mrs. World 2006. Would you ladies please come forward? Here they are. Now, if for any reason the new Mrs. World cannot fulfill her obligations, cannot finish her duties, that means the crown and the title and those duties will go to the first runner-up. You will, however, keep your same husband. The first runner-up is Mrs. Costa Rica, Mrs. World 2006, Mrs. Russia.
Победительница конкурса «Миссис Мира 2006» становится «Миссис Россия».
What have you done? Mrs. Russia won, not Mrs. Costa Rica.
Mrs. Russia is the announced winner. However, the sash and crown have been mistakenly placed on the runner-up, Mrs. Costa Rica. When we come back, who is the real Mrs. World and who will keep the crown? Welcome back to a confused crowd in St. Petersburg, Russia for Mrs. World 2006, where there is a question as to who should be wearing the crown.
Did you hear what happened with Mrs. Russia is the winner?
If I may clarify, what the Russian interpreter is announcing is that the official winner is Mrs. Russia. Mrs. Costa Rica is the runner-up and must now give up the sash and crown.
Batsheva put the crown on the wrong lady.
Top 10 on stage.
Fiasco.
Shooting, okay?
Let me say something. Let me just say something. Please put your camera on. You know what? She was never at one rehearsal.
Each one of us, they're professional people here. We leave our family, we leave everything to come here, not to see this. What you want to do is wrong.
Miss Russia, woman? No, this was wrong. This was wrong. I'll tell you why. For 2 weeks, we've all worked from 7 o'clock in the morning till 10, 11 o'clock. Mrs. Russia did not appear not once at rehearsal. This is wrong. Now is the winner? Costa Rica.
For us, it's Costa Rica.
This is wrong.
The lady took the crown from her. The lady has been treated us like dogs the 2 weeks.
She must win.
Don't worry for me. I don't want the crown.
She won.
But she told me.
I'm so sorry.
They took off the crown. It's so
Yeah, I can't believe it. I'm shocked. I'm so shocked.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, take two. Now let's shoot it with Mrs. Russia getting the crown. Okay, everybody, let's do this one more time.
The first runner-up is Mrs. Costa Rica, Mrs. World 2006, Mrs. Russia.
Победительница конкурса «Миссис Мира 2006» становится «Миссис Россия».
6.
There's a whole year of beauties all over the world for the new Mrs. World and an entire royal treasury as well. She keeps her crown, of course, and much, much more. Now it's time for the greatest of Mrs. World traditions. Our brand new winner takes her first royal walk. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to present Sofia Arzhakovskaya of St. Petersburg, Russia, Mrs. World 2006.
И букеты всем нашим девочкам, которые приняли участие в финале конкурса «Миссис Мира».
From the stage of the monumental Arzhakovskaya Theater in St. Petersburg, Russia, to your very own living room, thanks to our friends at We Women's Entertainment, thanks to you for joining us for all of the thrills and excitement of this first-of-its-kind pageant anywhere. We'll see you next year for Mrs. World 2007. I'm Alan Thicke. Thank you. Good night.
The following is a WE special presentation.